Are we playing games today? Is that
Oh
what's
my God,
happening?
you're always coming in here playing games, and today we're actually finally playing games, so it's gonna
Thank,
feel right at home for you, Austin.
thank goodness, because Mom told me
Oh
it was
my
my turn
goodness.
on the motion design Xbox, and I'm ready.
It's
I am
finally your
ready for
turn on the
this.
motions on Xbox.
Thank
I hope you're
goodness.
prepared, because this, let me tell you something.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay. Well, I
That's it.
now
I think we're gonna
my
have a good time.
now my expectations are high, so I do
To
with
have
that what you
fun?
will. Yeah.
Okay.
Do with that what you will, I guess. What up, Tutu? What up, Valve, Mo, Gabriel, Cappy? Glad to see y'all on this lovely Friday morning. And then we don't get to see y'all until Monday. What the fuck? God. Weekends are the worst because I don't get my daily motion show. Everyone ever said in their lives.
Dude, now that is relatable.
I know.
Type in the chat, relatable if relatable.
Now, before we get into game shows and stuff, I just kind of want to like extend the conversation I was just having in the community Discord, which, by the way, link in the description for that if you're not already in it. But let's be real, if you're here this early, you're already in it.
Sure.
Anyway, I was talking about the naming change that we were talking about internally yesterday for the channel, not for Ravi. And I was actually pretty surprised because we all seemed pretty agreed on like, yeah, Austin, no, it sounds like a good idea. You know, it's like calling it Samir or Rhett and Link or whatever, you know, like that sort of thing. I put up a little poll and like immediately the only replies were no to that.
They were like, Ravi.
They're like Ravi. Now, I mean, take that with a grain of salt because it's within our Discord, so it's people who already like know Ravi and like the team and those sorts of things. So it's like hard to gauge how somebody outside of that bubble would view it. But it could be worth trying. And, you know, I sent, I mean, all the messages are in there. So if you want to go back and read through those at some point, but I get where people are coming from. And I think it makes sense in certain contexts. So might be worth doing a Ravi.co situation.
It was interesting seeing a lot of people being like, "Oh, I didn't even realize it was your name."
I know.
Like they just.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it really won't matter that much.
Really, yeah.
Because the channel is still relatively small, and we'll have like, I mean, it's gonna be if people like the content or not. Like, it's that simple, you know. And so whatever the name is kind of secondary, as long as we're just making stuff that we like. So since it would be multiple people, it might just make sense to do Review.co and have that be that, you know?
Maybe. I'm holding Steadfast, and I like the Austin and Noah just because, like, it's a little bit of a host vibe, and we're usually on all the pieces of content, but I'm not really opposed to Review either, so.
Same. We are in that their boat. And who knows? So maybe that'll happen soon. Maybe it won't. We'll just find out. But anyway,
find out next time you watch the Daily Motion Show, maybe
the name will be changed. Not of the show, but of the channel. Who knows?
The simple. Anyway.
But you'll still know it's us, so it won't matter. Anyway,
Austin,
are you ready?
Bowens?
I'm ready to
Are you ready?
Be a gamer, man.
To be a gamer?
I'm ready to be a gamer.
Screen share.
My dear studio says howdy, to which I say howdy.
Oh, howdy.
Oh, pop to your screen share.
I pop up my screen share.
I thought you told me to pop over to your screen share. Do you want me to also get the Discord screen share?
No. Sound is
negligible.
Don't have that much fidelity.
Okay.
That's much.
All right, it's over to you. Oh,
okay.
Snap.
Welcome to Guess That Studio via Team Comp.
Oh, geez. Okay.
We're gonna look at what roles studios are made of, and you're gonna tell me which studio. Which motion design studio it is.
All right. Okay. I like this.
You ready?
Everybody play along in chat. All right.
Play along in chat. Austin, you cannot play along in chat. I will be monitoring the chat.
Don't worry. I'm not playing along in chat. I have to keep the window open, but I have my microphone covering my view of the chat, so it's fine.
It says could also work for a boy band name. Oh, I thought he was talking about this game.
Guess the studio.
I was like, boy. Guitarist, singer. Anyway, here's our first studio. We have one seat. By the way, I made unique little faces for each one of these guys.
Okay.
Sweet director. He's winking at us. Producers, little smiley guys.
Right.
Creative leads. Ooh. And we got some designers and animators.
Oh boy. Okay.
One
So
director,
we've
two
got
producers, 2 creative leads, and 4 designers.
so
and
nine
animators.
people,
9 people.
which to me says ordinary folk.
Is that your final answer?
Let me think about it. I don't spend as much time on websites as I guess I should have looking at their about pages, but I feel like when I looked at their site the other day, it was 9 people.
I will also go ahead and say I did my best to try and get this as accurate as possible, but teams are changing around. So they're if you're one of the people from all these studios and you're like, that's not 100% right. Sorry. Update your website. Then I don't know what to tell you. So this is as close to accurate as I can.
Yeah, ordinary folk final answer. That's the only guess I've got.
That's correct.
Yeah,
This is ordinary folk. Well
let's
done.
go. All right, very nice. So creative leads can mean creative directors and art directors because
That's right.
because C-suite / director makes me think creative director or art director
Yeah.
also.
It's because a lot of them label themselves director.
Got it. Okay, I see.
So these are like partners, C-suite. Like they're the leaders, they're the founders, they're the people. They
Damn.
also might be designing. Creative leads are art directors, and can also be creative talent managers. But
Got it.
that kind of gets blurry, and some of those guys are in another category. You'll see.
Okay, got it.
Um,
And that was the
designers
easy
and
one.
animators also
Okay,
include 3D animators and stuff.
right.
So, all right, here we go. This is number 2.
Oh boy. Okay, 8 people.
Mm-hmm.
These are some.
Look at these
These are
little-
some
look at these
small
little
studios, man. CG with compositing.
CG people, compositing people, and editing people.
This is a small team, but it's also got 2 people at the top. Who are some duos? It's not Dash. They have more people than this, and they also would have producers very clearly. Shoot. Studio Worship?
Is that your final answer?
Is that just 2 people though? You know what? Fuck it. I'm going with it. Studio Worship.
Studio Worship. This is us.
No,
you
it's
dumb dumb.
fucking not. Who's CG composite? You put the CG and
Editors.
compositing shit in there, you shithead. That is so not true. They are
editors.
not CG or compositing. That totally
No,
threw me
this
off.
is CG or compositing or editing.
Oh, what the fuck ever, dude. That's so sad. That's
I
so...
tried to reiterate.
That's so sad. Oh boy. I knew you were going to put us as one of these and it was going to be some shit where I
knew
could
I
not.
had to do it second because you wouldn't have known it if I did it later.
Damn it. All right. Well, whatever. Studio Worship
okay.
is just like 2 people and then they have a bunch of freelancers, isn't it? That's unfortunate. Whatever.
1 for 2.
Ah. Holy
Here's our
crap.
next one. This
Who
one's a
has
little
this
bit of a
many
tricky
creative
one.
leads and this many designers
I
and
know.
animators? That's so weird to have
This
one
was-
per
this
each
was
of
very
them.
strange to look at.
With
I-
a single producer? Is this Crinamo?
They make great work. You're gonna have to give me a final answer.
Okay, hold on.
Walk
Hold
me
on.
through your thinking
Hold on.
process.
Usually it's just easier to think about the top level stuff. Like who is the I know most of the people who are like at the top of these studios. Like I've at least engaged with or talked with them, you know, whereas like animators move around fucking everywhere all the time and that's way harder to pinpoint. So I don't know. And so my thinking with like Crinamo is that you've got Christian and his girlfriend or his partner, I don't know if she's his fiance or not, is like their producer. And then they have a bunch of people. So I don't know.
It's not a bad guess.
But it tells me that it's not it. So I'm going to go ahead and move
gonna
away from that.
Give you a hint that it's not that
okay,
one.
got it.
This one's a little trickier. But you absolutely do know of them. I can guarantee.
Who has this? This seems so inefficient. I'm sorry for whoever this is, but how do you have a creative lead for every single one of your people? That's really weird. Also, I kind of get it, but at the same time, weird power dynamic, I feel like. Crap. Oh, that's really difficult.
Yeah. It's a tricky one. What's your gut saying besides Cronimo?
It's saying Hobbs, but that can't be right.
That would also be a very good guess.
Shit! This is hard.
Yeah.
Who else just has one producer?
I will give you the hint that they are U.S. based.
Okay, that's a good hint. Is it Five Stone?
Is that your answer?
I'll go with Five Stone.
Is not Five Stone.
Damn it.
Have one more. Do you want to have one more guess?
Who else could this be,
I
man?
think Five Stone has more producers than that.
Well, they just have a bunch of freelance producers from when we worked with them.
These people do have another producer that is a freelance producer, I'm pretty sure. But I hope this information is accurate. This is what I got.
Oh, shit, man. I don't know. This is... Crap. I don't know who could be small enough to have one producer to manage all these people.
You ready for the answer?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
This is Golden Wolf.
I don't. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know them well enough. They're the Cell people. I don't hang out often in that space.
That's why they're very focused on making like really high quality work.
So they need
That's
one
part of why
person
they
per
have
person. Yeah.
So many creative.
They
leads,
have their
and I was
creative
surprised
pairs.
too. Yeah.
That's weird. They probably also just work with a ton of freelancers. Holy shit. What the
The next
hell?
one. This is why yesterday I was like, I hope you enjoy this game because I had to look at
They have Okay, this is a big operation if they've got that many
Also,
just
shout out
marketing
to
people involved.
little new faces you get.
Systems engineer and admin.
That's
Who
right.
is doing that?
Yeah, I know. I was surprised too. Look how many producers
That's
they have.
insane.
I was shocked.
Why are there so
I
many?
think that's something like. Hold on, I'll count for you.
Why are there so many, dude? That's crazy. Oh crap. Shows how much I know about
20
like
producers.
just the composition of these studios, you know? There's no way this is Buck. There is not a shot that this is Buck. That Noah could not make enough circles for that.
I was not about to go
there was-
and put like 200 circles. down.
No way that was happening. You know what? It's got to be one of the older. If Gunner hadn't gotten acquired, I might have gone towards them, but I feel like this is Oddfellows.
Final answer?
Doesn't give me much confidence. So
I'm not gonna give you confidence in any of your guesses. Get used to it.
last minute change, maybe if it's not Oddfellows. Oh shit, there's another one in my head. Giant Ant seems too big for this.
You are 1 for 3.
Yeah, huh? That's right.
This is your final question on this game.
This is my final one?
Yep.
Oh, I'll get better at this game in the future, so I'm not that pressed, I guess. But this can't be Hobbs. This can't be Hobbs. They're not this big.
It can't be Hobbs, can it?
How dare you? Wait, hold on. How many circles are here? Is this Scholar?
Final answer?
Scholar, final answer.
Scholar, final answer. Congratulations. This is
Yes!
Scholar.
Let's go!
Well done.
Let's
2 for
go.
4.
Oh, 50%. I'll take it. Okay,
Well
that's fine
done.
with me.
Well done.
I will take that. Oh, man.
Congratulations. It's
Damn.
really awkward that you didn't get us. but
I
know that this is a little misleading.
It was. That was very misleading.
It's
but
us
that's
because I
okay.
started with this one, so
I
was
see.
grouping them.
I
It's usually
see.
compositing and editing.
Who at Scholar? What is the systems engine? Why do you need IT? I'm curious. I gotta know.
They have like a sort of IT kind of guy, and then they also have some people that are like working on visual engineering and stuff. It's very interesting. I don't fully understand it, but
It just raises so many questions of like, at what point were you like, yes, we need this role? Like, what does that
Yeah.
fulfill? I gotta know,
I'd be very curious about that too.
because I would just never think of that. I don't know.
So, congratulations, Austin. That is game 1. We have
Thank
2
you.
more games.
Thank you.
Get excited, everyone.
I'm ready. Oh shit. Okay.
The next game.
Yeah.
Guess that video.
I'm ready.
From looking at one frame of it. I took screenshots of popular videos that Austin knows, motion design.
Okay. I hope that this translates to my skills with the eyeballs.
I hope so too.
I hope that I have that same ability here. For those of you that don't
Play along
know,
at home.
in most cases, if you send me a screenshot of a person I've seen before of just their eye line, I can get it very, very immediately. It's like 9 times out of 10, I can make it
It's a
happen.
little crazy. Yeah.
So I'm
It's a
hoping.
weird little party trick he's got.
I'm hoping that this is easier.
Alrighty. Now no looking at chat. They might actually help you
Okay,
out more.
got
in
it.
this one.
I am not looking at chat. My microphone is
number one.
strategically placed. Oh, that's thoughtfulness.
Beautiful. And also, I will say, we have hint
Oh,
frames
great.
as well over here.
Okay.
If you can't guess, I'll move this and you'll see like a hint frame.
But I knew that one was thoughtfulness. Easy
And you
peasy.
also have to give me the studio or person who
Ido.
made it.
Boom. Ido.
Congratulations.
Thoughtfulness.
Thoughtfulness
Easy
by Ido.
peasy.
Well done.
Woo!
Here's number 2.
Oh, that's David Blaine from Buck. That's
What's the name of the video?
The David Blaine. I don't know. That's just who it's for. Something about.
You got 2 points on this one. So.
Okay. Something about. Shit. I don't remember what the title of the video is. I'm trying to remember what the script was. Something to dazzle us or whatever. I don't know.
It's a great script.
I don't know the name, man.
All right, it's Spectacle of the
There's
Real
not a
by
shot
Buck.
that I would have gotten that out of just guessing. I know that now, but there's no way. Spectacle's just a word that would not have come to mind.
Well done, well done.
But I knew the gist. Oh, School of Motion, Ordinary Folks. School of Motion Manifesto. Done. Boom. Not even close,
Good
dog.
job. That's a double right there.
Bam.
You're running through
Boom.
these.
Let's go.
School of Motion Manifesto by Ordinary.
Let's go.
Number 4.
Oh, what? What the fuck is this thing?
Like, get a little harder.
Can you zoom in, perhaps? I cannot.
Zoom in.
What is... It's some sort of liquid. Oh, wait. This is... one of the phone videos by Yambo.
It is one of the phone reviews by Yambo.
Boom!
If you can tell me which phone it is, I'll give you 2 bonus points.
Realme something.
Give me at least the name of the brand.
Xiaomi. It's
It is
Xiaomi or Realme?
It's not Xiaomi.
Fuck.
It is the Oppo R17 by Yambo Studios.
It's the RR that
The
threw
hit
me
on
off.
this one was a fun frame. I love that.
Damn, that was tough. That was a
was a
hard
bit of
one.
a
That's
tough one,
very
yeah.
nondescript. It could have been liquid on a leaf or something, or I don't know. It could be anything.
I'm trying not to get like too abstract and just like a pure color background.
Oh,
but-
yeah.
Alright.
Oh, that's Shopify Summit by. Is it? No, it's not Buck. It's Giant Ant.
Well done. It's the
Yeah!
Shopify Summit by
Let's
Giant.
go!
Double points for that one.
Let's
Beautiful
do this
job.
thing. This is good.
six.
Much better this game. That is Doug Albert's Enneagram. Don't even try me. Boom.
Right, Enneagram. I
Let's
misspelled
go.
it, it seems.
That's fine.
Good job.
Let's
Well done.
go.
And I believe this is our final one.
Oh, and boy, is that a doozy. What?
It's a doozy.
What the hell is that? What am I looking at here? It's something tendril, probably. Man versus machine. I don't know. It's got to be one of those, I feel like.
Do you know this video?
Do I know it very well?
You know it pretty well.
Can you zoom in? Like fill your screen with the thing? What video do I know well that looks like this?
took an intentionally difficult screenshot
Annihilation
for this.
Johan Annihilation. Boom.
Great job.
Let's go.
And I
Let's
will
go.
give you bonus points if you can tell me who else worked on this?
I can't tell you who the sound designer was. Not even close.
I'll also give you bonus points if you can tell me who else worked with Doug Alberts on making the Enneagram.
Ambrose.
And the other animator slash designer?
Nope. Good luck.
It is Ambrose. It's also Jonathan.
Sorry, Jonathan. You really got done dirty with how much that was associated with Doug. But I hope you're doing well.
2 points for that.
Boom!
Bonus point for Ambrose.
Killing it.
Well done.
So okay,
Well done.
out of the total amount of points, what did I get?
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You got 13 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 14 because
Let's
of bonus
go!
points.
Woo!
Well done.
Yes, chat.
Fantastic job. Give it up for Austin.
Thank
He
you.
knows his
Thank you.
videos.
Thank you.
I really liked this game.
I think
really
that was
game.
fun. Hey, I mean, what can I say? I am an actual motion designer, and I do like it.
How
So
did you guys do at home?
I
Get 14 points. How many points did you get?
How many points did you guys get? I
You
gotta
didn't even
know.
need any of the hints.
I
which, by the way,
killed
are
it,
all
dude.
Very pretty. This was a fun hint. Look at this frame.
It's just an instinctual thing, man. You know.
Just like
Also,
colors and
hey, Johan, I thought it was Tendriller Man versus Machine. So what's that say about you? That's all I'm saying.
Come on now. That's such a fun video. All right. Now we have one final game.
I'm ready for the game.
Motion riddles?
What?
That's right. I wrote 3 motion related, just like everything we do related riddles for you, and you have to guess what the answers are. You have to solve my riddles.
Okay,
You
got
ready
it.
for some little riddies?
They will equate to like the answer is something like a something riddle, whatever, and then I'm looking to answer with like it's a linear keyframe or
Sure,
it's
something
the
like
pen
that.
tool or okay, got it.
It might be more broad than just like After Effects,
Right,
but it's still related in our little world.
got it. Okay.
All right, riddle number 1. Bringer of life, harbinger of decay. Using this tool, you might say, is the only right way.
Speed graph.
That's correct. It is the speed
Yeah!
graph. Well done. They get harder.
Oh god, shit.
A wonderful mix of styles. Their work piles and piles. How studious they are. Their work sets the bar.
Studious. Oh, what the piles and piles? What's piles and piles have to do with anything?
Don't read too far into that one.
Wonderful mix of styles. How studious they are. It's something studio because how it's studious, of course. And then their work sets the bar. It's a law group that does motion design. Shoot. A wonderful mix of styles. Who has a big ol' mix of styles? And also, who has studio in their name? Who like explicitly
say-
says that?
The first and the third line are the most helpful.
Wonderful mix of styles?
This one's also pretty lazy. Don't read too far into it.
Something studio. It's something studio. I don't know. There's a worship studio, but that's probably not
Ooh, that
this.
would have been a great topic for a riddle.
Something studio. Who actually calls themselves studio?
I will say that is. I'm gonna just go ahead and stop you right there. That's not the direction of studious I'm talking.
Damn it. Okay. It's scholar
different direction.
because they study and yeah.
That's right. It's
scholar. Okay.
Because they have lots and lots of styles that they go for.
I see.
And final,
Comically.
comically repulsive, out of this world. When everyone stole it, I almost hurled.
Comically repulsive. Something being stolen, is that to do with Space Grotesque?
What's your answer?
Okay, then it's either... Well... But how would it be comically repulsive? What the fuck does that mean?
What does it
stole it.
mean?
I
It's also
almost hurled.
incantation marks.
Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
So it's like a change those words to they are like there's a thesaurus happening here. I feel. What's another
quite
word
the-
that could
quite the
mean
thinker, aren't you?
repulsive? What could mean repulsive? Comically repulsive. Funny garbage. Funny garbage. Shit, this one's hard.
This one's a tricky one.
Out of This World has something to do with space. Any studios that have to do with space? Anything that sounds like space? Rocket Ant.
Rocket Ant. That's right, it's Rocket Ant.
Shit, when everyone stole it, I almost hurled. What has to do with space?
It's right there, Austin.
It's not, though. It's Out of This World.
Right there. You're right there.
It's not Ravi. That doesn't have to do with this. That would not make any sense if it was.
I should have written more riddles. These are fun.
Nuts. Shoot.
And while Austin is floundering about, knowing the answer but not saying it,
What? I don't know the answer.
You guys have any ideas for games that you would like us to play next Friday? Go ahead and put them in chat, and we'll make it happen.
Perfectly repulsive. Oh no. Who stole? This isn't ordinary folk.
I believe in you. I believe in you. Hey, I believe in you.
That's all nice, but I don't. Not at this particular moment. Shoot.
What is...
I need it's and then there's no hint. There's no hint for these.
Would you like a hint?
I would like a hint. I would enjoy a hint on this.
We have this is a you've seen this stream. You've seen the answer to this stream.
Okay. Got
That's
it.
your hint.
Golden Wolf. Golden Wolf Scholar. Scholar just happened. I'm not doing that again.
They were all scholars.
It's not Doug. Shoot.
Ooh. Someone has a great idea. What is that called? Like the monster game where you like draw the head and then block it out and the next person draws the upper body with the whole review team. That'd be good for content. We've kind of done that with motion design before, actually.
We have. It was fun. Imseti really wants to do that. He keeps mentioning it when we're talking content ideas and stuff.
We should do that. We'll schedule it next week to film that.
Sure. Damn. Who has... Okay, I've seen Giant Ant, and that just doesn't make sense with this.
You need another hint and let me know.
I need another hint. I am so
It's less
stumped
of a
right now.
who and more of a what.
A what?
Mm-hmm.
Comically repulsive.
If we review our previous answers.
Yes,
for
that
studio
sounds great.
And a thing.
Right.
Back on kind of things on this one.
Space Grotesque. That's it. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Oh
Good
my
job.
god. What the fuck?
Yeah, you were right there. You were right there for the whole time.
That's so
Grotesque,
unfortunate.
comically repulsive.
And because space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone stole
it's
it. I
literally
almost hurled.
space. And I
This
was
used to
sitting
be
there
when
like,
Doug Alvarez stole it, but I thought that was too obvious.
yeah, that's fair.
Everyone did steal it. So.
Damn it. Well,
Great job.
I
2 out of
still
3
got
on
it,
the,
so
on the
whatever.
Riddles. Actually, 3 out of 3 on the riddles.
Well,
had
2.5.
minus half a point.
Yeah, 2.5, I would say.
You got it. I'll give it to you.
Damn.
Great job. You
I kind of killed it,
absolutely
man.
Killed it.
Let's go.
If this was a class, you would have passed.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad I passed. I really struggled with the team comps, but we got there in the end. We figured it out. It was okay.
Austin.
Nice. I did it. I did it, guys. How did you guys do? Probably not nearly as good as I did because I'm awesome.
Get a B plus.
Thank you, Noah, for putting those games together. Everybody give a big old round of applause to Noah in the chat. He was really excited for this last night, and I had no idea what I was getting into this morning. So
I really enjoyed putting the games together. I really love doing this stuff. It's just a darn good time.
It's a great. You guys just wait until we actually put out some long form content within the next couple of weeks. Like we are filming something today. It is.
Oh my god!
I am so excited. It's gonna be awesome. All right. Well,
I can't wait.
On that note, now that we've been on Happy Joy for far too long, I think you know what time it is. Well, we can't wreck some people. We got to crit some people, but like wreck them as in WRECK.
It's very confusing, the verbiage that we decided to go with.
I know. But it's fine. It makes it fun. In that sense, here we are. I'm going to go ahead and bring everybody on over to my screen here.
Do that.
Here it is. And look, somebody sent us an email. So I can full screen and pause Instagram videos now. This is amazing. This is revolutionary for this stream.
Oh my god, I gotta get that plugin.
You gotta do it. Anyway, here's a submission that somebody made for Monday's challenge, and we'll critique it. The theme was...
Go ahead and hit that little Discord screen share for me.
Oh, I did. I'm already screen sharing. Have been this whole time. Wait, what?
Stupid.
No, you're not. For some reason, it stopped.
Oh.
There it is. Enjoy. All right. This is just, the theme is Halloween, generally, for this. Okay. So here we go. That's a fun concept.
I like this.
That's fun. I like the gradient action going on here, and the grain treatment is real nice. Yeah. It actually feels like being lit up by fire. In some senses, it doesn't make a ton of sense with the actual lighting, because if the lighting is coming from this, why would it be getting lit up from below? Like, it would actually be more on the face, with the dark being like around here. But I understand why you did this, because it looks way better stylistically. But
it's permissible.
Just something to keep in mind. Maybe have this just like sitting a little bit lower, but I understand why you did what you did. Oh, and Brian said, oh yeah, perhaps you guys can also get to yesterday's question afterwards, unless you already did. Yes, we can do that. I have it on our Daily Motion Show channel, the one that I screenshotted yesterday. So we'll look at that in just a second after this crit, and then we'll get back into crits. All right. Love the eyes.
I got
how they get all small.
For you. Let me hold on. I completely forgot.
You have 3 crits
in here. I have 3 little. I'm sorry.
Oh,
bursts.
I thought you were saying you have another 3 pieces of work to crit, and I was like, oh my god, this is so much. Okay, go ahead.
One is that your motion is a little start and stoppy. It could be a little bit more fluid, especially because it's a person. Also, you could add a little bit of shake to really sell that they're a little spooked.
Overshoot on some things as well. Have some fun with it, you know?
Absolutely. Number 2 is the way that the pumpkin is revealed is just a little bit too kind of slow in my eyes. Like, light travels pretty fast. And when the match moves over there, it takes a while for the pumpkin to be fully revealed light-wise, even though the match got there already. So maybe if you like slowed down the match, you know, like kind of let that motion be a little bit more fluid so that it matched the way the pumpkin was revealed, or change the way the pumpkin's revealed just a tiny bit, would kind of smooth that out for me.
Facts.
And then finally, more conceptually, we're not really sure why he got spooked, because there's no sound.
Well,
if there was some sort of... Is there sound? Oh.
Yeah. My mistake.
Wait, can I hear it one more time?
Oh, it's because it turns it off. It mutes itself every time for some reason.
Okay. You know what? That critique is...
Ignored.
Is ignored.
Ignored.
Because he says, hey. And that makes him scared.
It could be cool to have some type pop up from that side.
Yeah, like
anyway, just to have like a little, hey, It's like real tiny text that's kind of like
Yeah.
lit by the fire and whatever.
I would love that as well.
It
Yeah.
could be actually
I think-
like made up of fire, like embers or something, and then it kind of like dissipates, so you can see it for a second, and then it kind of
Yeah. Always a place for spooky text.
could be cool.
So I think that this is conceptually fantastic and is also looks very nice.
Agreed.
A couple polishing things on the animation, but this is very cute and I love it.
Boom! Roasted.
Roasted.
Just like this pumpkin if he gets too close.
I'm momentarily taking off my sunglasses to answer a question.
Yep. Same.
What is the question?
The
of
question is,
day?
if you had to construct a 2080 concept for motion, meaning like 20% to get like 20% input to get like this much more growth, you know, like doing a relatively small thing to get a big outcome is what I assume from that. What would be the bread and butter that you can practice that more or less prepares you for motion? For example, Brian says, I remember when I first started drawing, I did quite a bit of time gesture drawing, for example, which over time made me draw more with my shoulder / loose / flow. For understanding colors, I did a lot of abstract color exploration, but just throwing it out on the board and somehow make them work and master studies. But I'm thinking for motion, perhaps it would be like 2 to 5 seconds of specific attributes repeatedly to understand the mechanics. So what sort of concept would we recommend for training at motion design?
This
efficiently?
is a really nice question. Also, the concept of learning color in that way is a very cool idea. I like that a lot.
Agreed.
Let's see. For specifically motion design, it is important to understand a lot of the technical things. Austin did this thing, if you want to talk about it, where he went through all the effects just to mess with each one for a little bit to kind of get an idea of the tools that he was using.
So I had no idea what they were. I wasn't looking up any tutorials on it or anything necessarily. I was just like slapping it on a solid or a shape or something and just seeing what it did, and that was it.
Mm-hmm. So I think getting comfortable in the environment, kind of like if you were just picking up painting, it's also important to kind of get comfortable using paint and brushes, while you also gain skill working conceptually with like blocking out colors and shapes and being able to do all that.
Agreed.
So on a technical level, it's good to just kind of sit in it and maybe practice a couple like basic things like making a ball bounce. Be able to do that in both graphs. Be able to, or mostly the speed graph, but be able to do that. Be able to do that. Be able to understand squash and stretch, and then you can expand on those little skills. And it's kind of, it reminds me of just having a little toolkit, having like a bunch of things that you can pull from and toss into stuff to make it that much better.
Yep.
And so to kind of build your tool set in that way of understanding like anticipation and kind of understanding how the keyframes should be placed in one scenario, and then changing the scenario and then being like, all right, how would anticipation look if it was like this, or if it was like a squishy thing versus if it was like a rigid thing. And then once you kind of understand the breadth of what those keyframes can kind of look like, you'll be able to take that idea of anticipation or bounce or whatever and throw it into whatever element that it kind of fits in whatever project you're doing. And so that's like just another tool that you have to level up whatever project you're working on. But as a more foundational level, just really work on your understanding of what the graph is doing to the movement of each thing and how it plays with position versus scale. Scale it does non-linearly. And just kind of get really comfortable knowing the nuances of how it makes stuff move, because it can get a little strange in there at times.
Agreed.
Anything to add? I think that we could get more specific.
I'll give a more general thing first, and then give specific ways that I could act on each of these things. Mm-hmm. Easy way to become a good motion designer. 3-pronged approach. First step, find just a ton of reference material, you know, just like spend time consuming the content, right? That's looking on Vimeo and looking through people's motion reels or Behance or any of those things and just looking at work that you like, all right? Second step, sit in programs that you want to use. It, like we were talking about just now with After Effects, it's like an airplane dashboard at first in some ways. So take the time to just sit and try out each and everything that you can see in that program to at least familiarize yourself with what it could do. You don't necessarily know how to apply it to make the references that you've been looking at, but that's totally okay.
It's like a puzzle. I'll just say something on that. It's like a puzzle where you look at all your puzzle pieces and then you start working on the puzzle and then you're like, oh shit, I actually saw that piece like 20 minutes ago. And then you went and find that piece and you're like, this is perfect.
Right.
If you just sit there and like mess with all the stuff, your brain's just gonna absorb slowly what it does. And then later when you're working, you're like, oh, actually, I know an effect. I know a button. I know a thing that does exactly what I'm looking for here. And that's kind of what we want to get to.
You're building up first your referential library, and then you're building secondarily your actionable library, the tools that you can actually use to eventually make some of those references. And so then the third prong approach is bringing those two things together. I think what Brian said is good, and that just giving yourself really, really short assignments, like 1 to 2 seconds of animation or something. I would say just like go watch the 12 seconds of it, or the 12 seconds of animation. Go watch the 12 principles of animation content. There are a bunch of those all over YouTube, and just do 12 assignments based on each of those concepts, and then start to get, like, once you've done those, give yourself more small assignments that are now combining multiple of those principles, you know? And then I guess more specifically things that we've done in the past that have been helpful. Anytime we've had an intern, we give them this ball test which sounds a little odd. Let me rephrase.
Like
we give them this course.
Obstacle course.
So Noah and I will just design this obstacle course in Illustrator. It's just a bunch of lines and shapes all around, and we're like, make the ball bounce around this thing in a way that doesn't bore me, that like feels exciting and keeps my interest for a couple seconds or something. And now what usually happens is if we just give that to somebody who's like terrified of animation and doesn't know what they're doing and whatever, what they will do is just use all the shapes that we gave them and just like move the ball around the course, and that's it. Like they'll try and figure that out. But
I have it pulled up when you finish explaining.
Okay. But the thing that will separate really great designers and animators from the people who just want to like follow the pack and just kind of do the thing everybody else is doing is having the ability to like take that assignment and be like, okay, Austin and Noah said that I can't change anything about this obstacle course, like I can't remove anything, but they never said anything about me like adapting the environment. Like they didn't say I can't like move this shape over to like bounce my ball, like give it a little bit of extra energy, or like add an extra line in here somewhere that like makes it easier to do this particular bounce or something. It's that thinking outside of the box that you get to once you've sort of developed that referential library, actionable library, and then that practical library of like your own experiences, just like messing with those two basic things, that when you start to mix all of them together, you'll start to be able to be like, oh, I can actually do this in this different way. And that's when you start to build your process and your way of thinking about design rather than just like having the ability to do it, you know?
Yeah.
And for reference, there it is. We just gave Barbara this little obstacle course. But see, like that little line on the bottom right, it flips down and then it's like, oh, flip it back up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
To like give it extra momentum.
Rotation and interesting stuff happening.
It was great.
A little bit of, yeah.
It was like one of the first things that we had to do.
Yeah, she fucking killed it. Shout out to Barbara.frames.
Shout out to Barbara.frames. Boom.
So, but I think, let's see, I think I had one more thing to say. Let me see if it comes back to me here in a second. Yes, okay. When I was, like, it's helpful to start to kind of understand just how far you can push animation, because it is, I don't even have the words to describe this super well, but like it is, you can do anything with this shit. You can push any shape into any other shape. It is a magical world. Like you can also look at like old movies, especially like old, some of the first animated movies, some of the first like Japanese animated movies, like the tweening especially Disney tweening, like you'll notice that if you like pause in between like a character's movement, it looks so jank. It looks insane. They're smeared all over the place. It looks wild. But like you can exaggerate and you can turn any shape into any other shape. If you look at also uh like studios motion design, you see like really interesting, exciting transition. Ordinary Folk does some really very interesting, sexy match cuts. But if you like go frame by frame, it just doesn't necessarily make sense. It works in motion, but it doesn't necessarily make sense frame by frame. And you're like, how did we get here from here? If you kind of understand how you can use speed and shape to just absolutely pull some mad trickery on people, I think that is what really sets people apart. Is that kind of sauce of just like you grab them and you just drag them along and you're like, this is now this, and you just have to be okay with it, and you use motion and design to just make it work. I think that is what makes really great motion design, and if you pay attention to that, you'll find yourself making cooler and cooler stuff.
Agreed.
It's you can do anything with this shit, man. It's insane. It's crazy.
It's all about the trickery and conundrums.
Absolutely. I hope that was helpful. I hope that answered your question.
Boom. Answered.
Question. Answered. Brian has one more question, but I don't know what it is. He said he asked a question yesterday as well.
No, that was what we just talked about.
Oh, that was it?
That was it. That was the question.
Fantastic. Well, I hope that answers your question.
Sunglasses are going back on.
That's it. Critting another person.
Yep. Let's do it.
Go ahead and crit another person.
Here's another one
Let's do it.
from Reframed Studio. Okay.
That's kind of cute. It didn't feel like there was
That cut
as
does
much movement as
not.
there could be. That cut is nothing.
It did not work.
Okay. You don't have pure white anywhere else in the video except for these tiny little accent elements. So even though it's at the beginning, it's kind of jarring.
Yeah.
The movements are not the most smooth. I see what you're doing. I like your orbs. I think they're kind of cute.
I don't really understand conceptually like how we're moving through the animation. Like I don't really get how we're getting from thing to thing. Like this thing rolls in front. I would not have guessed that it's on top of a pillar or something like that. Which like sure element of surprise, that can be helpful, but it just doesn't feel like it makes sense. I'm not expecting that motion in a bad way,
I'm not expecting that motion, and it happens, and it's a little jarring. I think that this is a direct kind of one-to-one with what I was just saying. Like animation, you can do so much with, and you didn't. You
scalding take there.
Sorry, the sunglasses are on. You can do so much. You have all these great shapes to work with. You have these fun little orbs. I like this last scene. I think that's really pretty, but stuff barely moving. I like this swirl thing, but it doesn't move into anything necessarily.
Also, watch the motion tip from today.
Much.
What is
the
motion
motion
tip
tip from today?
It's use gradients as lighting because nobody wants to just see your gradient for what it is.
True.
And you have this ball that very much looks like it is like this 3D object because it's being lit from this top part, but then you get like these pillars are brighter than these orbs, and like the bottoms of the orbs are not being lit up more from these being so bright, and then you've got like this light source that comes around, and then there's kind of just this like random radial gradient here. It just doesn't make sense,
Yeah, I thought if that light source was like a shine, but it's just like a floating thing.
And also it somehow feels, because it only casts its glow, this like the fall off is not very vast or anything. It doesn't really feel like it's that bright at all. It feels like the actual light is coming from up top here. And then I'm just confused as to where this thing comes from, because it doesn't really match the style of the rest of it.
Yeah, and I get using gradients as like a kind of design thing. But especially in this scene is the one that gets my goat, that ganks my chain a little bit.
Which one?
This middle one right here. You have this like kind of complex gradient on this orb, which is pretty, but the background flat as hell. And like I get the depth kind of darkening it or having a little bit of distance fog, bless you, but it still feels
Thank you.
like really flat, especially because the scale is similar. And it doesn't fully make sense.
Yeah.
Also, I haven't seen a square yet in this video, and this is when it's introducing it to me.
Also, these things in the background are not on the ground; they are floating. Even though it's blurred, you can see that it doesn't. Like it bounces on nothing there. There's still some gap there. Just a little thing to note. Somebody in the chat says it could work, or Old Gear says it could work, but none of the balls on the pillars continue to roll after the cut. So there's no like continuation of that rightward movement, and so it just like cutting to this rising up thing just doesn't really work a whole lot. Zukrutz
for match cuts
says, which plugin are you using to watch in full screen? It's called Video Controls for Instagram. It's on the Chrome Web Store. Hashtag shout out. Thank you, PJ, for that recommendation, by the way. Boom roasted. I've got one more, and based on the thumbnail, I am actually excited about it. I have high hopes. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Also, boom roasted for the last one.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, okay.
This is cute, dude.
Great sound. Good compositions, too.
Bigger stick.
This is great. Ooh.
This is super cute.
Ooh.
Red.
Whoa. Okay, that kind of came out of nowhere.
I don't really get the Hollow Lady one.
I don't either. Also, I don't.
That was a strange ending.
The motion of that didn't quite work at the end either. Also, love that this indictment stuff means that like every single one of those YouTube recommendations was just like, Trump is indicted. Did you know? Did you guys hear? A U.S. president's being charged with a crime. Did you know?
I'm gonna bully you for a second, saying that I like your strokes, but they're a little inconsistent in where they're used.
I'm gonna change your Discord name to Inconsistent Strokes.
Inconsistent strokes. I'm not gonna lie.
This one,
it doesn't.
it does not match the style of the rest of the stuff. I get what you're trying to do here, but
communicated also. Like,
it
right
does
away,
not
it's
read.
communicated as a uvula.
Like, I was concerned about what this could possibly be when it came on the screen. I was like, it just uncomfortable, sort of, as like, I don't know, just felt kind of phallic and weird. Which, I mean, a uvula is what it is. That's just how it looks. But I still,
It's
you know,
the teeth for me that's just really confusing. And also, mouths are like dark, and so I think part of that is you don't really see the. Your attention is not. You don't see the mouth shape. You just see the like two white things in a strange. It looks like something is sticking. It looks like a little head of a snake sticking out its little tongue and wiggling it. That's not what a snake tongue looks like, so it's just very confusing.
It's just kind of weird. Outside of this, though, design feels really great throughout this whole thing, and the sound really helps to sell everything. And the motion isn't even necessarily like super innovative or anything, but that's totally fine because it's just executed well. You know, I think that's something that Noah and I could absolutely learn from.
Yeah, this is a great example of how the motion isn't necessarily like super complex, but the design really carries this. It's really good design. It's fantastic.
Yep.
I'd work on some of the consistencies and style. You had a lot of fun, and I really appreciate that. There are some areas where it doesn't feel like it fully matches.
Agreed.
You could also simplify that scene to have slightly less colors. The distant forest one.
I I really couldn't tell you how all these things relate to each other at all.
Also, we
But
didn't go in order.
we
We
didn't.
didn't go in order. No, I don't think so. We have
Stick.
veg, tiger
Oh,
stick,
you're right. This
red,
one doesn't show up
Friday,
until like the middle. Yeah.
Yeah. We start with tiger stick.
Yeah. That makes sense. Maybe they
Maybe
felt
if we
like
had
this scene was already too yellow, so to go into another yellow scene would have felt like too dominant or something, and this is like a little
maybe I think it would just
nicer?
keep
I
it
don't
kind of
know.
analogous. Those little lines with the tiger stick also just don't show up because of the low contrast.
The same with the yellow on here just feels a little odd. I would have just preferred this to be filled, honestly. I think that would have felt better. Because this makes it kind of look. I didn't even read this shape until just looking at it now as this. I read this as like a lock,
I didn't either.
like a keyhole or something. I loved that shot. I thought that was really interesting.
That's a really fun shot. Red.
It's fun.
I wonder if this is like maybe their young child is like labeling these vegetables, fruits and vegetables as like what they see it as, which I think is very cute. It's a very fun,
I think
playful
that
idea.
I think that is what it is.
Also, you have a gradient in the mouth here, which is never seen again, I think.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't see any other gradients.
No, you're right. Yeah, I think that is the concept. It's just not super well communicated at the beginning, you know? I feel like that kind of precursor is needed.
You can push this further into being more consistent and more like, I guess, holistic. You know what I mean? Like it's almost there, but where it stands right now is really fun and fantastic.
Yeah.
And I quite like it. Good design, great sound.
I love the sound on this. I want to know who did the sound design, or just like get a keyboard myself to be able to make those like
I could probably
synth
make
sounds,
that
you
crying
know?
sound for you.
Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
You want me
No,
to
I
give it a
feel
go?
like that happens often already, so it's
want me to
it's
give it a
okay.
go?
I feel like I already have a reference for that, you know?
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm really good.
Okay,
All right, great. Yeah, okay. On that note, those are our crits for the day, and we gotta kind of push through these recs now. So
we got a
coming off, we got
I'll
recs
find
to
a
show.
short little one for you.
Here we go. I don't know why this uploaded the way that it did. He made this 1920 by 1080, but uploaded it as 1080 by 1920 for some reason. So it's just going to be small anyway. Sorry, everyone. Oh wait, actually, you know what? Let me find this on LinkedIn really quick, because I'm pretty sure he posted it there also, and I don't want to just kind of half show it.
I'm gonna just
there it
put
is, I got it.
mine in the Daily Motion Show chat for you, and you can show it. It's a very short little one. So.
All right, cool. This one is by Kagan Sahin. I hope I said that right.
Glasses.
He is in the Discord. He's been in the community for a while, submitted to a lot of the challenges. This was one of the first things that I've ever seen from him where I'm really like, oh shit, like that's cool, you know? It's just really well done. All right.
Ooh, I saw
It
this.
seemed
I love
very
this.
enjoyable, and I started to learn. I got hooked without realizing it and devoted all my time to it, dedicating every moment of my time and effort to it, without any respite or break. Day and night, relentlessly. I took a risk and gambled. I think I'm winning. I'll play again. Glad to meet you.
This is kind of him like announcing himself as a freelancer in some ways. And there's like some questionable easing choices, and sometimes the gradients aren't quite there or whatever, but like this was really a huge step up, so I had to wreck it, you know?
This is really fucking cool. Especially, can we go back to when some type is first revealed? There's like this little flash, right?
It's like right after this.
like there. The
Yeah.
little shine at the bottom of the screen sells that so hard. And I
It's
love
really
the
nice.
like the slow keyframe or the like posterized time within the like, blurred areas. Did you notice that?
Nope. There was too much for me to look at.
Like these little 3D shapes that come and hang out, the little cone and stuff.
Mhm.
They have these little overlays, and everything's slower inside of these little overlays.
Oh,
blurred stuff.
oh, I
I
see.
love that. It's like real textural kind of stuff.
That is cool.
And of course, it turning all pixelated is really fun.
So boom, wrecked.
Boom wrecked.
Boom wrecked. Here is my other one. It is from Garrett. It is an older one. He used hashtag Daily Motion Show, and I don't know how I didn't find it. But it's just some solid, good, fun motion.
It's adorable.
It's a celebration of 1,000 followers. So it says 1K at the
1K.
end. Yeah.
That's
So fun.
beautiful.
It's so fun.
Well
It's
done.
just good motion. It's a great time. I love it. Boom. Wrecked.
If you don't like your motion design, change it to lower frame rate.
There you
It looks
go.
amazing.
It really works
But
that
this
well.
just works anyway. This is very similar actually. It's just a little flying car. I just love it, man. I just love it. I don't
It's
know
all
why. It's
bendy and
beautiful.
bouncy, and it's cool.
bendy and bouncy.
and-
It's changing colors and shit. It looks so cool. I
And
love
it
it.
says, just look at the little guy go.
Just look at the little guy go.
Of course, it's somebody from Hobbs. That makes sense.
Yeah. I really love this animation. It's beautiful.
That's funny.
So great job, Alex.
Boom. Wrecked.
Boom wrecked.
And on that note,
that
that's
is
the show. You know what to do.
Friday show.
You gotta go in the description and submit your work for critique. There's a link down there. There's also a link to join the Discord. Use hashtag Daily Motion Show when you post your work on social, and we just might wreck it. We'll
Thank you so
see
much for
y'all
joining us on Monday.
on Monday. Have a great week.